How you doing there, folks? Welcome to another episode of the Nexweave Show. Today we have a super show planned for you today. A lot of you know me. My name is Bruce, and so let me go ahead and immediately just dive right in and introduce our two co-founders that we have with us today. So we have Inder, one of the co-founders of Nexweave. Say hi, Inder.
Hello,
All
everyone.
right. And co-founder, we have number two, co-founder of KonnectzIT is Rakesh. Say hello, Rakesh.
Hi guys, hi everyone. So it is always good to be here.
Look at
Good to
that
be
big
with you
smile.
guys.
He did not waste any time with a big grin. Hey there, guys. Thank you for
So
joining us.
it's always good to be here. It's always good to be joining your live.
I try. Let's jump right in because so a lot of people don't know, and I'm trying to make this one a little bit different, how Nexweave and KonnectzIT will work with each other. But prior to, let's give both communities a little bit of an insight as to what is Nexweave and what is KonnectzIT and how they can work together with each other. Inder, let's go ahead and have you go first and say what is Nexweave specifically.
Awesome. So, welcome, guys, again. In fact, this is the second time we are having a live session with Rakesh. Rakesh has built an amazing platform, which is a Zapier alternative. You can connect various platforms together. It could be your lifetime deals in the past and spin out a lot of magic that Rakesh will demonstrate in the session. As you might be knowing, Nexweave is a platform where you can go ahead and personalize your images, GIFs, and videos for an audience of one. So you can go ahead, upload a list of contacts, send out videos or images or GIFs through emails, landing pages, etc., where each one of them will see a video which is made specifically for them by taking in merge variables. We'll see a sample of that today with Rakesh, and I would love Rakesh to hop in and maybe share some thoughts on how KonnectzIT has grown since the last time we did a live session.
There
Thanks,
you go.
Inder. Thanks for the introduction.
All right, Rakesh, it's up to you. What's KonnectzIT and how has KonnectzIT grown since we were last together?
So KonnectzIT is a workflow automation platform. So where you just use a visual builder to build all your complex automation. So this is for so we build KonnectzIT with simplicity as a motto. So this is for any layperson or any business owner. So they don't need any of a complex coding knowledge. So they just use drag and drop and connect between the nodes. So we can say that this is first of its kind in any automation platform. So where we actually dig deep into the node connection, so where user can actually connect between the nodes, just like match the following. So that's a motto when we started. So this is simplicity is a key. And when it comes to the apps, what we actually added, so before when we did live session, so we were close around like 250 plus apps. So now we were actually 450 plus apps, and our app library is every day growing day by day. And also we built many often inbuilt apps and also internal functionalities. So we would love to show you that as well. So this is the thing. So and we also been in a lifetime deal. So earlier when we actually launched, it was an yearly deal. So now we are in AppSumo. So those are like it's a lifetime deal, so people can enjoy the complete functionalities.
And let's talk about that real quick because I remember we weren't sure when you were going to, or if you were going to do an AppSumo. Now that you're doing it, I'm assuming that your user adoption is through the roof. You're getting tons of feedback and requests for specific integrations. Is that pretty much what you've seen explode when you're talking about support and customer service?
Yes, so we are actually, and as I've seen even in the next view. So it's basically we all are like an user-driven approach. So we listen to our users. So basically, we take the feedback from our users, and based on the users' feedback and users' apps. So definitely, we are gonna take that feedback and add it into our roadmaps, and we will be serving and adding most of the apps. And most probably like AppSumo, all our AppSumo apps we try to cover most of it. So this is where we have a lot of users, so that they can actually use it.
And I want to highlight something that we had discussed kind of like last year when we did our stream, and I think at the beginning of this year. There is something also to be said regarding both platforms. Both platforms, guys, also come with teammates, and they also come with sub-accounts. So what does that mean, right? So when you have a member of your team working with a client, you and your client have a dedicated workspace for both Nexweave and KonnectzIT. So that's important because you don't want some of, let's say, your customers' data or their Google Sheet to maybe be seen by other competitors, or campaigns to have mixed results because you have it mixed with other clients and other customers. So just keep that in mind. Yes, both platforms are made with teammates in mind and with sub accounts in mind. So yes, they are both poised to work with clients in their own respective individual workspaces. So
Yeah,
without further ado,
thanks.
let's go ahead and jump in, guys.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for mentioning that, Bruce. So I just completely forget that. So yes, guys, we support agency model and also the team model. So where you can definitely manage all your sub accounts in agency, like as Bruce was mentioning. So it will be completely independent. So you can manage your agencies and sub account inside KonnectzIT.
Perfect. Anything else you want to add to that, Andrew?
So I think one thing I loved about how KonnectzIT has grown is that they've been running integrations faster than us. Like I remember when we had our private deal last time around, we had about 30 odd integrations, and while we've reached 100, they've crossed the 450 mark. Very soon they'll be beyond the 500 mark. And for each of the integrations, they're releasing exciting videos where everyone gets to see a variety of use cases that can be put to use. So hats off to Rakesh over there. I think he's doing an amazing job. Both of us are concentrating on the fact that we need to have a community-driven approach for taking in inputs. And I think he has taken a bar to another level for others to also see how we can go ahead and do that piece. So
Thanks,
keep going,
Inder. So
Rakesh.
that's
Love the way
yeah,
it's
thanks,
coming
Inder.
across.
So that's the idea. So basically, like we want user to use our tool. Basically, it's not only just buy it and keep it in a shelf. So the idea is to use, make most use of it. So keep automating. So that's the idea. So we want to educate, and like our tool is very simple, so that anyone can execute it. So that's the idea. So we are actually giving more and more videos so that they can try by themselves. So that is the point we wanted to reach. Yeah, we are aiming at it.
And I
And
think
it's
that's,
quite amazing to see.
go ahead,
Yeah,
Andrew.
it's just amazing to see the examples that come out of the community. Like I think this is something that I've emphasized on in the past as well. That we probably thought of 30% of the scenarios in which our Nexweave is being put to use. The remaining have come through the community, through the various tools that they use, the various
True.
businesses they're a part of. So there's a tremendous amount of learning that comes in through these recommendations from the community itself. So I think as a founder, you can just keep your eyes and ears open, take in this feedback and keep modifying the product, and it'll go along with that way itself.
No, that's a lovely thing. Yeah, that's what we'll be doing. And like Nextweave actually adds a lot of value addition. So if people can make best use of it in personalization, I personally love the tool. Like like I definitely love these images when there is a personalization attached to it. Even like I just love that way it has been there. So just people, like user has to like effectively use that whenever it is necessary. So definitely they can make use of more adding more sales to their kits, and also lot of things can be achieved using personalization. So one of the use cases, so we can show like there are multiple, like n number of use cases. Of course, when next you connected with KonnectzIT, so it will be, there will be like no limit. I can say every day I will explore a new thing every day, like like I just wanted to use. And so, like most of the things I don't like, you can see that in most of my videos. So what I do is, a common point will be like like Google Sheet and there will be like personalization. I always go for like like next week. So this it is because personally I'm loving it. So and I actually try to apply in my use cases.
And I think that's kind of how it should be. A lot of people are familiar with the tool. A popular one that also came from the same space was Zapier, right? And a couple things that, like, at the time I didn't like Zapier, didn't have, for the longest time, they didn't have teammates. And then you guys just blew my mind when I saw your product last year, is that you're allowed to do multiple steps in one, in terms of like shooting data to different destinations at the same time. Like you can have a name from an email or from a lead, and then you can shoot it out to multiple destinations simultaneously. That didn't come on till for Zapier for a long time. You guys are almost a step at the head of the game in terms of, compared to where they were, for how short of or how how young your platform is compared to those guys, the growth is insane. Also, like Inder said, that in a way, kind of both of you are middleware platforms, but you also work great together. And that's something that's also to be said because you're both running to create a large amount of integrations at the same time that you don't normally see. So, guys, if you have a lot of products, this is also kind of like the best marriage that you could possibly think of because you have between these two companies, we're coming up on what? 500, 600 integrations between the two of them? About 500, 550? Oh my gosh, like when have you, besides Zapier, right? And besides the other like integration platforms like, Integrately and KonnectzIT and Pavly, but who else can you ever work with it? You'll have two simultaneous companies that are like, in a way, middleware companies working together at the same to provide you some amazing personalized workflows. With that said, let's go ahead and jump in and show the guys and show the girls what is the power and capability of both KonnectzIT and Nexweave working together.
True, true. I would love to show them all this.
I'm
I'll
excited.
just share my
Let's go
screen.
for it.
All right. I'll give you a sec there to go and pull up your screen. Guys, don't forget to pay attention to the links that I'm putting down below. I'll put that up throughout the stream so that way you can go ahead and make your purchases.
So is that the screen is up?
Yep, we're good.
Okay, so this is a use case I've taken. So where I wanted to generate a lead from any shopping cart or any lead cart like a studio cart. So I am using studio cart here to generate my lead, and then I'm just segmenting the leads using conditions app, which is an inbuilt app inside KonnectzIT. So this will help in segmenting and basically lead scoring and all. So this is the part I'm trying to do, and then I am using basically I use any CRM consider. So this time I will be using Google Sheet. So instead you can use any of your CRM or even the email automation tool. So basically why I show this divide in different step is, so this is the parallel execution where like you can actually choose a different segment your data and transfer your records into a different tools or a CRM or any email automation tool. Then we will be doing a personalization. So this is basically used for nurturing your lead. So I always love to use Nextweave to personalize the things. So there are a lot of use cases, so multiple use cases. So this is what nurturing will be done, and then notifying user. Even we can use WhatsApp or Gmail or anything to send a notification to an user. So this is a use case I'm planning to show today. So let us begin. So by creating a workflow, so make sure you authorize Nextweave before creating a workflow. So in our apps page, so just you need to place an API key, so which will be available in Nextweave. So what I did here was, I had used Nextweave. Here I just created two of my templates. So that will be an e-com template and a refund template. So that template looks like this. So I'm going to use both of this. So basically, I will be sending data using this two of the things. So I'll be using this. So let's create a workflow. First, I'll just use a studio cart. So as my lead generation platform. So just drag and drop studio cart. Just copy the webhook URL and go to studio cart. Basically it's a WordPress plugin. So and your product, so this is where you will be placing an webhook. So go to integration and then click on webhook and just place the webhook. So I just selected the trigger as product purchased and product refunded, and I will click on update. So now I go to KonnectzIT and click on capture response. So this is the time where I use refunded. So whenever user actually refund, I'm going to take that as my trigger. So I'll just use, so any of the refund. So I'll just go and update the status as refund and click on publish. So this will go basically send data to KonneczIT via webhook. So we will be receiving the same. So you can see that. So the same data has been received inside KonneczIT with all the user details and also the order status. So now what I do is, I use this details, and basically I use conditions app to segment the data. So condition, what it does is, so I'm just going to take the order status. So whenever there is a refund happen, so I'm going to take that as my conditions. So just select that order status and check whether it is refunded or not. So I'll be choosing, or you can choose all these like conditions. So I'll be choosing this particular condition where I will check for order status whether it is refunded or not. So and click on OK. So this will actually check the condition. So click on validate. So this will basically check the condition for refunded status. So now what I do was, like, I also do take one more condition app. So where I'm going to segmenting the data. So this is based on the refund. So now I am going to do the same thing for whether if it is not refunded. That means, like, consider if it is sale. So then I just choose this condition that is not equal to, and choose the field as, again, if it is not equal to refunded. So I just segmenting the data and click on validate. So this will basically my segmented data, the second segmented data. So now what I do is I'll generate a personalized image using Nexweave for both different. So I'll just show you that. So I'm going to take Nexweave, and KonneczIT actually support all these actions. So you can choose your account, and these are all the actions. So you can actually create video template, experience with template, create image experience with template, create experience with campaign. So now I'm going to choose create image experience with template and choose the template. So this is my template where I just select for refund. So I'm going to select as a refund template. So just a second. Yeah. So it's a refund demo. So it asks for coupon, and okay, so before that I'll just need to generate the coupon code. So I'll use coupon code generator inside KonneczIT. So I just choose the action as generate coupon, and the name as 60 days, and prefix with my name, probably coupon length as 10, and generate the coupon. So now I'm going to use Nexweave. So just drag and drop. So bear with me for, like, this is a long use case. So but I just wanted to show to user. So what is the power of integration. So when actually used with multiple apps. So this is for I'm doing the same thing. So I'm just choosing a template. So I just choose as refund demo. So where I will be giving an username. So I just select connect between the username from the condition app and also the coupon code. So coupon code will be there here. So I just select that coupon code and add it inside Nexweave. So this will automatically create. So inside Nexweave, so this will going to create a campaign. So that is a template. And in this additional attribute, so we are going to get that link from Nexweave. So I'm going to choose that link and select that for further automation. So now I'm going to use Google Sheet to store these records. So that basically generated lead. So I'm going to store it. So I will choose the account. Now I choose the option as create spreadsheet row. Choose the spreadsheet. So basically I'll be choosing different sheet here. So I just chosen as one is as ecom demo and one is ecom demo refunded. So I'm going to choose this. So now I will be connecting from the different nodes. So that is my name. I just connect between the name and the email. So I just select the email. So if we have phone number, so I just select the phone number and a coupon code, so which we generated. So I can just select the coupon code and also the link. So this is a generated from Nextview. So I'm going to add this thing. So this is my sheet, and for ecom demo refunded. So this is the demo. So basically I have same record. So I'll be getting the record again. So I'll go here and it on test and review. So there will be one more similar record. It will be added inside Google Sheet. So I can go to Google Sheet and check that. So you will be adding a name, email, phone number, and the coupon code and the link. So this is the link which is generated from Nextweave. So based on the our template, so you can see there is a different template. So I had two template here. So this was my template for refund. So this same template, it has been generated using Nextwave. So now I go here and I will just notify the user. So use text formatter. So I'll be using text formatter here and merge the options. So basically I just select all the details. So I connect between the name. So I just select the name and I need a link. So that is basically image link and also the coupon code. So I just select this as my email. So I'll just go here. So basically I have the data. So I just copy and paste it. So I choose at the rate. So you can choose the name. I just say like a customer name. So welcome to KonneczIT. Thanks for choosing us. Please find the discount coupon code. So if you have a coupon code, so just enter that coupon code here. So you can just say coupon code. And now I will be using the image. So this will be the image link. So I just use the image link. So click on validate. So this will basically send and that particular image which is generated using Nextweave. So we can able to send that using the HTML format. So I'll show you how that looks. So I use any of email notification. So I can use Gmail here to send an email and then choose my account.
Brikesh, the more and more I see KonneczIT, I have to tell you, I still love that drag and drop nature that you and I talked about with Mr. Gary last year. That just totally separates you. I felt like from the other competitors, and how easy and how smooth and how nice it looks. It just looks like it's even more smoother and faster than what it was last year. So I just have to give you props on that. But it still looks gorgeous and sexy as it did back then.
Yeah, true. That's the idea. See, we want to keep it simple and tried by many of user. So
Right.
that's the part actually. So we want to achieve that. So yes, of course, we are optimizing every day. So like it's kind of every day. So we just look at it and we try to optimize. So if we feel that okay something is missing, so we want to give back to the community. So we want to add that. So definitely we would love to do it. So I
Yeah, and the
just select,
visualizer just makes sense.
yeah, and just connect, just sent an email. So for this particular email ID, so I just sent using Gmail. So just the email has been sent. So now we can go to like, so this is my email. So you can see that. So with the personalized demo, and you can see that like it actually gives a personalized name, and it's also giving personalized content with the coupon code, and it's this is the image. so which is generated by Nexweave. So you can see that. So it is just saying, so for someone who is refunded, so it's saying like it's so artful to see you go with the name. So and also it gives a coupon code. So this has been generated from KonneczIT and Nexweave integration. So I'll show you same thing. So we can repeat the same step for again with the same thing for purchase. So those who make purchase, so I'm going to use the same thing again. I'll be using probably like one more next view. So here this time, so this is a different part. So parallelly I'm going to execute both thing. So and I choose the account. So this is for those who make a purchase, those who are not refunded. So I'm going to select the same experience from next view and choose a different template here. So I'm not going to choose the same template. So here I'm just choosing e-commerce sale. So where I just segmented the data record and it is asked for coupon code and the username. So I'll be giving an username here and click on test and review. So this will give me the link again. So I'll just get that link. So and I use that link again here. And now I'll go back here and Google Sheet. So I just select. So now I'll be storing it in a different sheet. So now I will not be repeating the same sheet. So here I will be using a different sheet. Basically, I'm just repeating the steps. So with different account or different pages. So I'll be choosing same thing like create spreadsheet row. Choose the spreadsheet. So I'll be choosing now as ecom demo. So this is a different spreadsheet. So now I'll select from name and the email and the phone number and the link. So now I will just show the link and basically we have to repeat the same thing. So I just end it over here. So just for reference, we can see the different sheet over here. So it will go to Google Sheet. So you can see that this is my Google Sheet and this is the sheet again. So here we added a new row and this is the image which is generated using Google Sheet. So you can see that using Nexweave. So you can see that these are the two different image basically. So this is the one of the image and this is the another one. So which has been generated. So okay, so I forgot to mention the course name here. So I'll just use probably the name of the product as course name. And I think I have to hit test and review again. Okay, I have to delete this. Okay. Sorry, I just need to select it again. So I choose ecom sale.
Okay.
So and the name. So and also the product name. So click on test and review. So this will give me the image link.
And then we have some questions that we'll answer as soon as we're done here with this walkthrough.
Yeah, sure, definitely. So we can also give this link, studio card demo link, so where user can basically try out this demo. So I'm going to leave it live. Sorry, I have to repeat the whole step again.
That's all right. In the meantime, while you handle that, I have a question I'm going to put up and I'm going to help answer real quick. General knowledge asks for how long will KonnectzIT is going to stay on AppSumo so I can accordingly range my budget to buy it. General knowledge, I do want to let you know that they're on a current code base structure right now, which means you could buy 2 codes now, 3 codes next week, 2 codes the week after that, and 3 codes. And the point being is you can have a maximum of 10 codes with their code structure on AppSumo. So you don't have to wait to buy a specific tier, right? So if you're still with us, that's something to keep in mind. You could still buy 2, 3, 5 at a given week later on when you get a paycheck. But the point being is before they go off, which, a lot of times we never know, you could still buy it incrementally. So that's something to keep in mind because not a lot of tools still have the old code structure that they used to have on AppSumo from a year and 2 years ago. So that being said, my recommendation is don't wait, and I would at least get like 2 or 3 codes minimum with your KonnectzIT plan. If you want to get teammates, buy the appropriate plan for teammates. I'll put the link back down below at the bottom of the screen here for the sales page in just a sec.
So this is how our connects look like. So for all, it's a bird view kind of a thing. So I segmented the data. So now I'll go ahead and publish my connect. So I don't know why I could not able to publish it. So this is how, so you can see that. So I just segmented the data between 2 connects and generated the coupon. And whenever we saved inside Google Sheet, so there will be 2 different kind of an image which is generated by segmentation. So you can see that. So this is for the one which who made a complete purchase. So this is for the one who actually refunded the code. So this will be automatically completed, like this will be done by using our code. So if we go to any order status now, so it will going to add a data inside KonnectzIT. So I don't know why it is not been published.
And at the end of the day, it's still all that matters was the end result that it already provided to you on the Google Sheet. It's already there.
True. That's the
Yeah,
one.
that's the most important thing. So yeah, that's fine. It's already there. Guys, you'll see right down here below on the ticker tape the product pages for both KonnectzIT and Nexweave. So don't forget to go there and pick up your licenses today. There you go. Now it's saved.
So this is our connects look like in a bird view. So any new request on studio card. So that will going to create an image experience, and then create, add a record inside Google Sheet, send an email using Gmail. So, and basically it does the same thing while segmenting the data. So it will actually segment it for uh, you know uh, for any of a new purchase. If it is not refunded, so it will going to select one more different campaign from Nextweave. So, and you can actually store it in records, and you can also actually notify the users. So this is the basic different segmentation part, where you can use it for your leads and score your leads based on the personalization as well. So that will be nurturing your lead. So hope you guys like this.
I don't see this often when we look at middleware platforms where you can connect one step to specifically execute to 3 or 4 other steps, right? And having that visualized workflow does provide us almost like a map in our mind of the flow of the customer experience and of like data, like, you know, a name, an email address, and a telephone number, which you don't normally see. And so with that, I have to say, I appreciate that look and that dynamic compared to the other platforms. Like, I don't see that from Pabbly. I don't see that from Integrately. I don't see that from Zapier. It's just, it's not there. The only one that might have a basic one is Microsoft's Flow, but it's top to bottom, right? It just drops downward. But there's no team dynamic on there. So again, it's like with sub accounts and the team dynamic, we can create these workflows, and then we can assign one Nextweave campaign in one sub account and have my assistants or my VAs set that up in one sub account while using KonnectzIT inside that one sub account also. So I think that's brilliant that you can do workspace or client parity with 2 separate products and come out with some really intricate personalization campaigns from the both of you or both platforms working together. So Rakesh, thank you very much for the workflow. I appreciate that. Indra, I didn't mean to take over, but let me go ahead and have you jump in.
Yeah, Inder can also explain. See, I just did a basic, very basic inside Nextweave, but I'm definitely for sure. So there is a lot to do inside personalization when it comes to lead scoring and lead nurturing. So that is what the power of both platforms. So KonnectzIT will help us to integrate the leads from different platform, and we can collect the lead and segment it and give it to personalization. So that there makes a lot of different rules in terms of lead scoring. So definitely next week Inder can explain very good things about personalization and how to improve the lead scoring as well.
I think one of the most important aspect over here is that the ease with which you can pull out certain elements from the entire funnel flow and then push it into Nextweave. So it could be that the examples that we saw had just an image right now, but if you want to add it up in such a sequence that they get an email with an image which directs them to a landing page with a personalized video, and the video contains the products that they had refunded or they had abandoned, etc., etc., that's where you can create a ton of magic, especially in the e-commerce space. And there are other options as well. Uh, and one of the things that we used to see with our early users is that connecting to applications required some piece of engineering at their end, some piece of coding at their end. But as and when KonnectzIT and other integration platforms have been expanding, it just makes it a lot more easier for them to just plug into applications together, take in some elements from one, take in some elements from another, mix and match them, and include that as personalization data into Nextweave campaigns. So I think there are about 7 to 8 more videos that Rakesh and the team has made where they've used Nextweave. We can go ahead and list out all of them, maybe as a collection that you guys can go through and see how it can be used with Nextweave. And as you know, there are a few discussions that me and Rakesh are also having in terms of what kind of giveaways can be given to the users. So maybe after the session, we'll have a discussion in terms of what would that be, and we'll announce that very soon, so that you guys can also participate and get some benefits for somehow contributing to the community in terms of how they can use it better.
So speaking of contributions, I did want to highlight something. So people were asking, I'll put it right up there right now. General Knowledge for All is asking, is there a giveaway planned? And I'm like, well, I don't know. Let's see what the guys have planned.
So yeah, first thing when it comes to like true like you are telling about the videos. So there are more to come. So we are planned with Nexweave. So there are more videos I'm planning, and I'll be updating as soon as possible. So yes, the giveaway as concerned, yes, definitely the point has been raised, and we were discussing. We wanted to come back with a solid announcement. So probably watch out the window, like watch out the community window for like next week when KonneczIT. Definitely we will be offering a giveaway.
Perfect.
I'll
And
just leave you guys with a hint. I'll just leave you guys with a simple hint. Uh, since Rakesh has made so many videos himself on how the two tools can be used together, we might incentivize people to make some videos that Rakesh has not covered from different tools that you're using, from different platforms that you're using. So it'll be a nice way for you to also educate the community and share use cases that involve both Nextweave and KonneczIT, and you might get some benefit from us as well.
True, true, true.
And on that note, I have one last question that came from one of the brand ambassadors for Nexweave. Miss Evan asks, can we ask how KonneczIT differentiates itself from other integration platforms? That is an excellent question. I'll let you go ahead and take that away, Rakesh.
Okay, so like always users ask me this particular question. Of course, we cannot avoid any comparison between any other platform. So I always tell like all other platforms indeed a great indeed it is actually a great tools. So it takes a lot of pressure to build those platform from the scratch, and the number of integrations they have built till date. So when KonneczIT is considered, so we don't want to see, firstly we don't want to just copy, or like we don't want to repeat what other people has done, like consider and big B like Zapier. So we don't want to replicate, or we don't want to do the same thing. So the idea is like keep the simple things, and also make users to do things by themselves. So that is where our visual connect builder came into picture. So where it is entirely different from the way how other automation tools are doing, and how KonneczIT is doing. So the one more good thing about is like when we start exploring it, even we are learning each day, each and every day, when we actually add a new app or new inbuilt tool inside KonneczIT. So this will be a new thing. So this is not the same thing. We cannot like something is happening in other tools. So users sometimes request that, so I have some other thing in happening in Integromat, so why don't you guys and come and integrate it. So because this is entirely different scenario when KonneczIT is considered, because I always tell them, so it is a deep node connection. So we wanted to make things easier, and when we wanted to do that, so we had to go an extra mile to achieve the same thing. And also there will be a good thing is we will be doing a new thing which is not done by any other platform. So when you see our visual builder, so you will come to know that like what is that we can do, we can able to do. And we are exploring lot new things and lot more power also. So this will going to add lot more powerful things which other platform cannot able to do it. But definitely connects it with this value addition, will be able to do better use cases, and users can build themselves. That's the key point here.
Perfect. I'd like to take some of those videos and then schedule them as premiere live streams also on Facebook and on YouTube when you get a chance. So with those other videos, just send them over to me or let me know, and then we'll also schedule those to stream throughout the week so people have more understanding of how they can use both KonneczIT and Nexweave simultaneously.
Sure, definitely we will be able to do it.
Cool. Guys, I think we're running up on time. That's it for today. So I'm going to thank you both for coming on the stream. Question, guys, when are we planning, or are we thinking of doing another one in the future, since we're both having our campaigns going on right now at the same time?
So we'll be happy to come live with you always, Bruce. So it is very so nice with Inder and team as well. So I always, love to explore more things with personalization. So definitely I'll be happy, and you just let me know. I'll happy to dive in anytime.
So we'll do
Perfect.
one thing. We'll open a poll within the community in terms of what examples they want to see, and maybe we can
Yeah,
cover
that
the
will
top
be.
3 to 5 of them in the next session that we do.
Yeah, and I also like the idea like where user can actually try themselves and come up with the more use cases. So yes. even the giveaway as well.
Perfect.
Give me some more
So,
ideas.
well, general knowledge for all likes that. Oh, there it is, right there. And Inder, do we want to? Well, we'll discuss it with you regarding Nexweave's live stream. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Guys, that's going to be the end of our hour. So thank you for joining us for today. And on that note, everyone keep social distancing in mind. Wash your hands, stay safe, and we'll see you guys all next week.
Thanks, guys.
Take care, guys.
Thanks
Have a
for
good
your
one.
time.
See you guys.